Disclaimer, this video is my opinion on the Vtuber Awards. If you have your own opinion, that's fine, but please don't go out of your way to insult any people that I will mention in this video. Thank you. VTubers are a form of media that has exploded in the past few years. Probably all of you that are watching this video have at least seen or watched one of them. But then, one day I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw a post made by Fillion, a VTuber who debuted in 2021 and is one of the biggest VTubers on the internet. She announced that on the 16th of December there will be a thing called the Vtuber Awards, an awards dedicated specifically for VTubers. There will be a lot of awards, like the best chatter,
you should kill yourself now,
the best ASMR, and the biggest slot on the internet. I was actually looking forward to this event. It was the first event of its kind, and for me, as a person who slowly started enjoying and liking VTubers, I wanted to see what the event is. To my surprise, the event was absolute dog shit. And if you want to know why, well, you clicked on the right video. So, right off the bat, when you clicked on the stream to watch the Vtuber Awards, you were met by a starting soon screen. And I have a question for you guys. How long do you think you had to wait until the stream started? 5 minutes, 7 minutes, maybe 10? Wrong! 20 minutes. You had to wait 20 minutes. This already isn't a great start, but let's get over this point and get to the main event, the Vtuber Awards.
Welcome, one and all. It is the Vtuber Awards.
So, when you finally waited those 20 minutes, you got to the main event, and you're greeted by Cinder and a Vtuber version of Keemstar.
You fucking stupid bitch!
They basically introduce each other and they also welcome everyone to the event, and Keemstar especially makes a comment stating,
Finally, after a year in the making, a historic event.
These words that he just said did not age well, by the way, and you will see why in a few minutes. So after they welcome everyone in, they start interviewing some VTubers. And this is the part where it starts to get a bit weird. Basically, the VTubers that they're interviewing, most of them, I have no idea who even are. The only person who I knew from these interviews was Weddle, but after 40 minutes, we finally switched to our girl, Fillion. People, I am not joking when I say this, but the minute I saw that Fillion is in a VR chat room, I lost all hope. I expected something better than a VR chat room. And I know that Fillion does VR chat streams and she mainly is on VR chat, but Jesus Christ, this is a quote-unquote historic event. Keemstar literally said it 40 minutes ago. So after introducing herself, she decides to play a sequence where she explains the history of VTubers, which absolutely no one asked for. I mean, I guess that people would want to know what a VTuber is if they're new, but Jesus Christ, they have been on the internet for nearly 5 years. So after she yaps about VTubers for 10 minutes, we finally get to the main part of this entire stream, the awards. And here is where the issues start. I think it would be a good idea to explain how the voting even worked. So the way that it worked was that you went on a website called the Vtuber There would be a guide on how it works. So you would choose or you would nominate a VTuber of your choice, which means you could pick from any VTuber in the world and you would nominate them. And the person with the most nominees would advance to the next level, where he would face other 3 VTubers. That level was voting, and in that specific level, you chose who was going to win this specific category. I think you can imagine where this is probably going, so if you still don't, I will give you an example. Op Katy Cat, a VTuber who does music with 100,000 followers on Twitter. And try and guess who she was paired against. Mori Calliope, a Hololive VTuber with 1.4 million followers. I don't think it takes you more than 2 seconds to realize, oh, that sounds pretty rigged. And that's because it is. Because there is no way in hell that Katie would win against Mori. Because Mori has 10 times the followers that Katie has. This is not the only example. This is how the entire awards were. Like, I have absolutely no idea how no one in the planning room thought in their brain that, oh, yeah, this is gonna be very fair to a person who has 10 times less followers. I have absolutely no idea how Fillin could even justify this or defend herself, which, I mean, there isn't any defense. Like, this was rigged from the start. It was always the person with the highest followers, and it's just BS, because you can't call this shit awards when there's a clear winner. Just at that point, just fucking give them the award, and you don't have to make a 5-hour-long live stream to hype everyone for this, just for them to realize, oh, so basically the person with the most followers won. Yeah, that was the whole show, basically. Editor Mitras here, as I'm writing and editing this script. If you guys want to know how long the stream was, well, the stream was 5 hours long. The entire awards, just nominating everyone and assigning the awards to the specific winner, combined, was around 20 minutes. Everything else was introduction, interviews, ads, clips of the people who were nominated. Yeah, if you wanted to know how long the stream was, it was 5 hours, but the awards were just around 20 minutes, which is an absolute joke in my opinion. So yeah, that were the Vtuber Awards. My opinion on this whole thing, the awards were horrible. It's a massive joke, because, and I know that Fillion isn't a company VTuber, but I'm still sure that she could at least a minimum spend more money and effort into this awards than Verbalize did onto that fucking animation with Charlie Morningstar chasing him around like a fucking goose. So yeah, that's the whole video on this. I hate being negative towards things, but I simply felt like I needed to make this video. If you guys want more of this type of content around VTubers and such, make sure to comment who I should make a video on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Speaking of the next video, there was a specific category that I talked about at the start of the video. A category that is such a bad shadow for the VTubers that it's the pure reason why it made me hate VTubers. And that category is Vtubers.